everything apart from H1 and E3, green card holder, US citizen, green card, EAD, CPT EAD, OPT EAD, L2 EAD, H4 EADs, these are W2 candidates. Got it?
Okay. Except E3 and which one, sir?
H1. Rest
Everyone can
work on W2. So anyone can work on W2. Okay?
Okay. Then how about like TN visa, sir?
Yeah, TN visa, W2. They can work on corp to corp or they can work on W2 basis. Okay? Understood?
Sir, come again, sir. I'm still confused about it.
No, what are you confused about?
Like who can work on W2 or who cannot work on W2?
H1B, E3 cannot work on W2.
Okay, sir.
Then GCEAD, green GC, US citizen, and who else? L2 EAD, H4 EADs can work on
W2.
W2, TN visa, everyone. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Except
H1B and E3, rest of the terms can be worked with an D2, with W2.
Yeah. So, what is W2 with benefits?
Like with benefits, they have.
Give proper answer. As if you are giving to the interviewer. What do you mean by W2 with benefits?
So he can have some benefits like medical.
He in the sense who?
So W2.
Okay.
Where corporation pays to the individual candidate after the deducting the taxes.
Okay. Can you make it a little bit better?
W2 is simply, it is a relation between the employer and employee.
No, W2 is a tax term, man. You got to say that first.
So, okay. W2 is a tax term where.
If no one is asking you what is W2, you don't have to explain this.
Okay.
When I'm asking you what is W2 with benefits, then you got to say W2 with benefits is like the candidate will be paid on W2 and this person will be opting for benefits for a tax saving.
Okay. So in the W2 tax term, we can have the choice option also, sir, with benefits or without benefits.
Without benefits. Yeah, you don't have to tell the story.
Okay.
Okay, if they ask you, then only tell. Okay. Don't give some answers which will lead to a different question.
Okay.
Generally, recruiters do that kind of smart thing. And they'll just get stuck somewhere. Okay, so just answer whatever is relevant and don't make yourself much smarter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is benefit? Sai?
Like he can have health insurance, vision, dental, and as well as the pension plan, which is called 401k.
401k. Not 401, 401k. That is how they talk. Okay.
401k.
So what is SSN number?
It is a social security number.
Okay. How many digits it will have?
9 digits.
So what is 1099?
1099 is a tax term where the corporation pays to individual after deducting the taxes.
What is W2?
W2 is a tax term where corporation pays to individual individual candidate after deducting the taxes.
Okay, 1099 is
1099 is a tax term where corporation pays to individual candidate without deducting the taxes.
it is like a consulting.
Yes, it is in consult. It is like a consulting job.
It could be like consulting job. Yeah. Okay. So can a US citizen work on corp to corp?
Yes, sir.
How?
Hmm.
So you should not give yes no answers. Remember that.
Mhm.
In interview, you should not be giving yes no answers. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So what made you to say yes? You got to explain that.
Mhm.
Yeah, how can you say that US citizen are not eligible or eligible for corp to corp? You have to explain it.
Hmm.
Yes, US citizen is eligible for corp to corp as long as this person wants to work with any corporation or they have the corporation in their own name.
Okay.
Okay, understood?
The person,
Yeah.
US,
How?
could you
Hmm.
please repeat it once again?
Yeah, US citizen, they need to have a company, right? They need to work on corp to corp.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They can work on W2, but they need to have a corporation. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many types of operating systems are there?
Operating systems.
Can you name few operating systems?
Windows operating system
Hmm.
and IO like
You got to say their operating system different from computers, laptops, mobile, or for
mobile operating.
yeah, mainframe systems. So you got to say that there are few AS400 or ZOS. Those are operating system for mainframe. And
Yes, sir.
mobile, you have to say iOS, Android, Symbian, Windows. So those they have mobile phones there.
Mhm.
BlackBerry, they have different, right?
Okay.
So you got to. I have already mentioned that in the book. I don't know whether you have read it or not.
Yes, sir. I have read it.
Then how did you forget that? Then we have for laptops and these we have Windows, iOS, not Mac, Windows, Mac, Macintosh, Solaris, Unix, HP UX. These are all for computers. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got to by heart these things.
Mhm.
What are the types of databases are there?
Like Oracle database, Teradata, Informix, Hadoop, and Sybase.
SQL Server,
Okay, SQL Server too also.
SQL Server, UDB, DB2.
Mhm.
So this is your task, okay? Whatever I have mentioned in the book, you got to by heart these technologies.
So,
Understood?
mhm.
What are the SAP technologies are there?
SAP technologies.
Don't know that?
No, sir.
Okay, you gotta Google it. Okay, you have to have it. Those are the ERP technologies. You may get a question: what is ERP? What are ERP technologies? Got it?
Okay, sir.
This is your job, right? This is what you got the job.
Yeah, controlling SAP Pico, these are the.
Yeah, SAP, FICO, HR, inventory. We have so many things are there. SD, PP, material management, MM. Those are there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the first one and understand this. So this is your Java developer role you have mentioned, right?
Yes, sir.
Today, we are going to understand how you can find keywords and how you can build string. Okay. So first you need to understand the concept of how the searching works. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have few elements that we call Boolean search operators. Okay. Write it down. Boolean search operators. Okay. So what are Boolean search operators are? And or not, bracket, we have quotes or parenthesis. Parenthesis is this, right? Bracket.
Yes.
This is code, right?
Inverted quotes.
Inverted quotes. No, that is yeah. That is inverted comma, that is, but it here and what? Asterisk. Okay. So these are what we have called search operators. Meaning in a job board, okay? Let's say we have a job board like LinkedIn. Can you see this, or you don't see LinkedIn? Okay. Let's say this is a job board, okay? You see the LinkedIn?
Yes, sir.
So LinkedIn can be used as a job board. For example, we are talking about from this job board, for any job board, okay? So we have, you can see this PowerPoint or no?
No, sir.
Now can you see the PowerPoint?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sorry, the Paint.
Yes, sir.
Can you see the LinkedIn now?
Yes, sir. LinkedIn.
Okay. So here So these operators will help you source candidates. Okay. So how you will do that? Generally, we have this job boards, resume job. We call it as a resume portals. Okay. What are the types of portals we have? Generally, paid portals. We have is Dice, Monster, and Career Builder. Okay.
Okay.
Primary companies use any of these, and some companies use LinkedIn as well. Okay. So how this Dice, Monster, Career Builder works? Job seekers post their resume here, and you recruiter go and source those resumes from here.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you source? You source through Boolean operators. So how this Boolean operators works, that is what you are going to learn today. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now, for example, there are two technologies. Okay. Let's say there are, you are looking for a Java developer. Let's take this as a job, right? You have this job. This job. So in this job, where is this? What job is this?
Java developer.
Java developer. So Java developer will be responsible for writing and testing scalable code, developing backend components, integration, user-facing elements in collaboration. They have mentioned that. And when you go down to the responsibilities, they have mentioned coordinating with development teams, determine requirements, writing scalable code using Python language. Okay. So meaning you are looking for a Java developer who has experience on Python as well.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then test debugging, meaning that person can test and debug. Any bugs are there in the application, that person can do it, identify, develop backend components, integrating user-facing elements using server-side logic, meaning how let's say user is that we are typing something, right? Let's say we are entering data here in search bar. Okay. So if we type something and search, it will go and get that from the database, right?
Okay.
So how that will communicate? That person will work on server-side logic. Okay. Then accessing, prioritizing client features requests, integrating data storage solutions, reprogramming existing databases to improve functionalities. So here they have already a database which needs to be reprogrammed for the functionalities. Okay, some database programming also required. Now, if we have to find keywords here, Java developer is definitely a keyword. Okay. Here, Java developer is definitely a keyword because you are looking for a Java developer. So it is, if we are searching candidates with the title, so it is called title search. Okay. For example, if you take this, let's say this is job board, we'll put this here and we'll type enter. Okay. So now, if we do this search, you see all Java developers, everything came in, right? Here, Java developer. Java developer, you see that?
Yes, sir.
So this is called title search. With title you search, that is called title search. Got it?
Okay.
Now Boolean search. What is Boolean search? When you use these Boolean search operators and build a string. String meaning a string is consists of multiple keywords using these operators. Okay.
Okay.
So in this job, what we see generally here, we have seen Java developer and they are looking for someone with Python programming, because it needs to be, that person needs to use this code, right? Python programming. And what else they are looking for? Front elements in collaboration with front-end developers. To be successful as Java, you should possess in-depth knowledge of object relation mapping, experience with server-side logic, above average knowledge in Java programming. So this needs to be a good Java developer with server-side logic experience. Okay. So now, if we need to understand what is server-side logic, what we are going to do, any word that you don't understand, you'll go to Google. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Let me check what is server side so that I can able to explain. So here, my notion of server logic is to that which retrieves the data and organizes it. If I have got this right, the logic is controller in MVC, and this is then passed to the view. I tend to use the controller to get the data and then view the data presenting. So it's a MVC framework. We can say it's a model view controller. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, server-side code can be written in any number of programming languages. Examples of popular server-side web languages: PHP, Python, Ruby, C#, and Node.js. So with this, people will write server-side coding. Okay, so if you are looking for server-side logic, you should have experience with Python, PHP, anything. So since we are looking for Python, you don't need again this as a keyword. Okay, so
Okay.
here we found what did we find? We found Java developer. You should possess in-depth knowledge of object relation mapping. So in any line that you read, right? That is how you find the keyword initially. For example, the Java developer will be responsible for writing and testing scalable code. Scalable code meaning which can be enhanced. Okay, developing backend components. So these are the duties. Integrating user-facing elements in collaboration with front-end developers. Okay, to be successful as a developer, you should possess in-depth knowledge in object relational mapping, experience with server-side logic. Okay. Then you have Python programming. If you do not understand what is Python, how they are going to use a snake here, then you have to go and check in the Google. Okay, what is Python programming? All right.
Okay, sir.
Then testing, debugging. This also can be a keyword. Developing backend components. Okay. Integrating user-facing elements using server-side logic. So server-side logic is Python, right? Generally, we have seen. So integrating data storage solutions. So what we can say, we can find what is data storage solution, what they mean. So it could be, okay, data storage solution is maybe this client is storing data in cloud or maybe an other server.
Okay.
So the application that needs to be integrated with that particular storage where the data is there. Okay. So reprogramming existing databases to improve functionality. So some database programming experience, what they're looking for. So generally it needs to be a Java developer with Python experience. Okay. So now these are the keywords. So you need to read the requirement properly and you need to identify those words which covers most of the requirement they need. Okay. Understood? Not understood?
Yes, sir.
So now how you are going to use this is the question. For
Mhm.
example, when they say reprogramming existing database to improve functionality, we can say if they are looking for Oracle, okay?
Mhm.
This is for example, this is not we have, but I'm asking just to imagine. So now, so this is Java developer and with Python, right?
Mhm.
Java developer with Python, where object relational mapping and server side, this happens with these languages.
Okay.
So this is not a skill. Okay, see object relational mapping Python, you see that?
Mhm.
And with server side logic, we have seen Python, right? With the language, they can do that. Have you seen
Yes,
that?
sir.
You see here?
Yes, sir.
So it looks like this is an act which the developer can do by using Python. Clear?
Okay.
So now we can, what we know is Java developer experience in Python as well. And this person has worked on database programming as well. Understand?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
So now what we will do, we will understand. AND operator. What is AND operator? Let's say this is for Java. Java client is looking for or not?
Yes, sir.
What else the client is looking for?
Java developer along with Python
Along
programmer.
with Python programming. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is what they're looking, right?
Yes, sir.
So Java developer with Python. So now let's say, now we are talking about Boolean strings, okay?
Mm.
Let's say this is Java and this is Python. For example, what happened is in this is looks like this is a resume portal, okay?
Mhm.
This is a resume
Portal.
portal. Got it?
Yes.
So in the resume portal, there are so many types of resumes will be there, right?
Yes, sir.
So now in that portal, there are resumes with Java, and there are resumes with Python.
Yes, sir.
But what you are looking for, you are looking for one sort of resume which will have Java as well as Python.
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So you are going to write a search string. What search string you'll write? Java and Python. Okay?
Mhm.
If you search like this, Java and Python, what is that you are going to get is this. So these many resumes will come to you.
Okay.
These are the resumes which has only Java, which doesn't have Python. And these are the resumes which has Python and not Java. They will be excluded and it will be given to you as a Java and Python. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Mhm.
So now, for example, if we see, let's say Java and Python. Okay. These are the resumes we got. Okay. So let's see in Komal resume, what is there? So we generally use Control F. Okay. Control F to find Java. You see Java there here?
Yes, sir.
You see Java here.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, I don't know how did it pick Python. It doesn't have Python. Let's see. Shehbaz Ansari. In here, you will have everything. You'll have Java. Where is this Java? Nope, 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 Java. So because this person has mentioned full stack, okay? So full stack developer, full stack is front end and back end. HTML, CSS, Node.js, Express. This person has mentioned web developer. This is so here. So you see, if you do Control F, so this resume has Java. It will show up where is Java. Okay. So now we have Python. Let's see where is Python in this resume. Oops, there is no Python here. This is not a robust place to work on. All filters. Keywords, titles, companies. Okay. Since this is a free account, this is not a premium one, this is acting funny. So here what you should do, general dice, monster, career builder, I'll share that information with you, that how it works, okay? So generally, if you want a resume with Java and Python, you have to write Java and Python. Got it?
Okay, sir.
So we'll see how it is going to work. So now, let's say you have another job description where the client says you can get anyone. Maybe you can get me a Java developer or a Python developer. Okay. So what you will do? So let's say again, this is Java. This is Python. This is Java. This is Python. This is Python, and this is job portal. So now what happened, if in this job portal, there are resumes with Java, there is resume with Python. But what your client is looking for, either you can get me a Java or you can get me a what?
Python.
Python. So it will come. So you will write Java or Python. So which portion of the resumes that you will get? Here you will say get Java resumes you will get, right? Python resumes you will get. And at the same time, those resumes which are Java and Python also you will get. Got it?
Okay.
So this is how resumes will be pulled from this database. Now, why you have to use not? How you are going to use not? For example, you are looking for Java and Python, but not SQL Server, because you are looking for an Oracle, right?
Okay.
In this job, what is that we have seen? Java, Python plus Oracle. Assuming this is Oracle, but we are not looking for SQL Server. So what is that you will do? You will write, let's say this is a resume portal. Let's say this is dice.com. And in the dice, we have Java, we have Python, and we have SQL Server. Okay. And we have what else? SQL Server. And we have Oracle. Okay. We have Oracle too, right? So this is going to be a little bit funny. So here, let's say this is Java, this is Python, and there are resumes where you have SQL Server. Now let's write it down. Let's say we have Java, this is Python, this is SQL Server. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what happened is, in the resume portal, there are so many resumes which has Java and Python plus SQL Server, but you don't want to see resume with SQL Server. Got it?
Java, Python.
Only you need Java and Python. You don't need resumes with let's say SQL Server.
Okay, sir.
Because most of the resumes are on SQL Server, because you are looking for Oracle, right? You don't
Yes,
need
sir.
resumes with SQL Server. So what you are going to mention is, this is a brown color is all resume portal. What you are going to write? You are going to write your Java and Python, because you need both, right? You need Java and you need Python. What is that you don't need?
SQL Server.
So you are going to write not
SQL Server.
Not SQL Server. Okay. So what is that going to happen? Let's say this is Java, this is Python, and this is SQL Server, right?
Yes, sir.
This part you see, this part is what we have resumes which do not have SQL Server. Clear?
Okay.
So this part of resumes you will get here. Understand? Now we have, you need to learn, this is parenthesis. Okay. It is used to separate and or, meaning, for example, you need a resume, Java and Python. Okay. And what you need, any database. Okay. Like Oracle, you can get me Oracle or SQL Server. So
Oh,
in this case, what happens? The string becomes messy. So you need to separate it. You need to tell this your portal clearly what you want. Okay, I want Java and I want Python. Clear?
mhm,
And what you want? And I want Oracle or SQL Server.
mhm.
So this is the reason you are going to use these parentheses. Did you understand now? Is it understandable now when we put the parentheses?
Yes, sir.
Or was it understandable?
No, it was understandable.
This is clear or
Yes,
previous
sir.
without parenthesis clear or with parenthesis clear?
With parenthesis, it is clear, sir.
It's clear, right? So this is the reason we use parenthesis. Okay. You understood the reason why we use it?
Yes, sir.
To separate our logic.
Mhm.
So now if you see, now we need to understand why why you should be using quotes. Okay.
Mhm.
Quotes meaning we use quotes to denote multiple words as one word. Okay. For example, Java, how many words?
4.
4 words or 4 letters?
4 letters, sorry. One word.
1 word. Python,
One word.
SQL Server.
One word. SQL Server, 2 words.
So if we want to make SQL Server as a 1 word, you are going to use quotes. Got it?
Okay, sir. Got it.
The moment you use code, the portal will understand that, okay, now I need to look for resume which has SQL and server side by side, not here and there.
Mhm.
Got it?
Got it, sir.
So now we are using asterisk. Asterisk can be called wildcard. Okay? It can be called what?
Wildcard.
Wildcard. Wildcard. What is a wildcard? Now, for example, can you see this screen?
Yes, sir.
We are using wildcard. Why we are going to use wildcard? Let's say this is wildcard. This asterisk called wildcard as well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now, for example, we are going to search for project manager. Switch on your video, Sai. Let's say we are searching for which job we are searching? Java developer, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the resume, we need to assume what sort of matching words there will be in the resume. For example, Java developer, Java developing, Java development, Java developed, right? Meaning, I'm a Java developer. That's a one sentence. That could be there in the resume or not.
No, it could be different, like
There might
project.
be thousands of candidates, right? Who
Yes, sir.
knows? Someone might have mentioned, I am a Java developer.
Yes, sir.
Another person may mention, I have worked on Java development project. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I am currently working on Java developing project.
Okay.
Correct? Or what else? Developer. What else we can write?
Mm.
Develop.
Java. Can we write in case of developer, we can write as a programmer also, no, sir?
We can also write programmer as well.
Hmm.
Okay. So Java programmer. Okay. No, I'm talking about from development, what sort of things that will come in. I'll come to that later.
Okay.
For example, we are looking for a Java developer. Okay.
Mhm.
In the resume, what could be the similar thing we generally see? Java developed. I have worked on a project which is a Java developed.
Mhm.
I am working is a project which is currently on Java developing. Okay.
Mhm.
Developer developed, and I worked on a Java development project. Here.
Mhm.
So now we want to capture a resume which has any of these.
Mhm.
So what we generally write a resume, a string, we may write here. Can you see the notepad?
Yes, sir.
We'll see Java developer. अगर resume में Java developer है, show me that resume, and we put that on the quotes. Okay.
Mhm.
Or show me resumes which has Java development as a word. Okay.
Mhm.
Or show me the resume which has Java developing experience, or
Mhm.
show me a resume which has a word Java developed nearby. Okay.
Mhm.
So now if we put this as a string, let's see if it is working here. So here if you see, it says Java developer. Okay.
Mhm.
Now open and check with Ankit whatever is there in Ankit. Why did this resume pop up? So this is also here Java developer. Okay.
Mhm.
Now Java developer, Java development it pulled. Okay.
Mhm.
It took differently. Java application developer. Okay. Now, so with this string, we have 3,86,000 results, right?
Mhm.
So if we see, if you remove this and mention Java developer only, we have 30 lakhs profiles. You see that?
Okay.
Now what it took with single in developer as well as it took as a Java developer, both.
Mhm.
If we put in quotes, okay. If we put in quotes and enter, 3,24,000.
Mhm.
Without the quotes, what happens? How many? 30 lakhs.
30 lakhs.
50,000. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
With quotes, it took both as a single word. If there is no quotes, it will take as an individual and both.
Mhm.
It will look for resume with Java. It look for resume with developer. It look for resume with Java developer.
Okay.
But when we put in quotes, it will only search those two words as a single word. Clear?
Mhm. Okay, sir.
So now you want to see in a resume that Java developer, Java development, Java developing, Java developed. Why we are going to write this is to capture maximum number of resumes.
Mhm.
What if in the resume there is only Java development has written but not Java developer? You may miss this, right?
Mhm.
So let's say someone has mentioned I'm working in a Java developing project, and this Java developing project has this. We have used Python as well. So many things that person mentions. But you are looking for Java developer as a title.
Yes, sir.
But this person will be missed. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So, and another person may mention small in the summary that, hey, I have worked on a Java developed project and I have extensive experience on Python. So do you think you will see the resume with Java developer as a string?
No, sir.
So why we are going to use asterisk wildcard? Because what does this mean is anything beyond this star, we are telling the job board that anything beyond this is okay with me. Okay, meaning in this total in 8 words, what are the common things you see?
Java.
And what?
Only Java, sir. Developer, development, developing, deployed, develop.
Is this common or not?
Yes, sir. It is common.
Common?
Till OP, it is common.
Till OP, right? Okay. Then after things changed, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now you are going to use asterisk here. Whenever you use this asterisk, it will pull everything. If you have mentioned Java developer like this, it will pull everything: Java developer, Java development, Java developing, and Java developed. Clear?
Okay, sir.
The same way, if we are using, you got a job now. What job? Project manager. What could be similar words will be there? How many words that you can prepare from with manager?
Like we can have assistant manager.
No. Having this word in the beginning.
Okay. Up to G, we can have some common thing.
No.
Like in this case, we have project manager, project managing, project managing.
Correct. You are awesome, man. And what else?
Project managed in the past.
Correct. And
manage. That's all, sir.
Project management.
Okay, fine.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now how we are going to write is project
G asterisk.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this will fetch you all the profile. In some job boards, this works, meaning project asterisk manage, project manage asterisk works, and this code, and some portals it won't work. So in that case, you just have to mention project and clear.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Project. Didn't get that one, sir. Project and manage.
In some portals, it works, meaning project manager, because we have already used this thing, right? And some portals it won't work because we have asterisk and code nearby, right? It won't work. What I wanted to say is I'm looking for a one single word which will have 2 words inside with these different words. That's the reason I have used asterisk here. Some portals will not understand this logic. It will not give any results. Like Dice doesn't, Career Builder don't understand this. So in this portal, what you are going to write? Okay, I'm looking for a project and I'm looking for another similar word, manage. So
Mhm.
instead of writing project manager, project managing, project managed, project management, what you have written from all these 4 projects, you have taken one project.
Mhm.
From all this manager, managing, managed, management, you took whatever the matching and you put the asterisk.
Mhm.
And you can directly use this as a keyword. Okay.
Okay.
Like this here. You see project manager.
Mhm.
There is someone who has not mentioned, see, project manager.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Looks like LinkedIn do not understand asterisk. That's the reason it is stopping here. You see this?
Mhm.
So with this wrong misspelling, also there are 6,600 people
Okay.
who are just mentioned project managed.
Mhm.
So as a recruiter, you need to try all the way. See, we have just given MANAG thinking that it will bring manager management, but there are people, senior project managers, who forgot to complete this.
Mhm.
So the recruiters who are only looking for project manager as a correct word, they'll continue. But if you use this misspelling also, there are 6,000 resumes.
Okay.
With this creativity, you can get more resumes. Understood?
Mhm.
So now if we see Java developer, okay?
Mhm.
Java developer as a one word. How many resumes are there?
3,24,000.
Now what we see, DEVE devel, we remove that O from there, okay?
Mhm.
We remove that O. You see that DEVLP?
Yes, sir.
Now we put enter and see if anything coming. With this also there are 210 people.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And with, let's say we are P and we take the E,
Okay.
Java developer. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's see how many people are coming. There are 48 people there.
Yes, sir.
So you have to be creative enough in bringing, searching for resumes.
Mhm.
So it is just not only Java developer that you will look, but your point is to get the candidate who has experience. And you need to think what are the possibilities that they may write their resumes.
Mhm.
Let's say, if let's say someone has mentioned just JVA,
Mhm.
maybe it's a Java developer. Let's see developer. If someone has forgot to mention the L, okay. Let's see if anyone has written like this or not. There are 91 people who forgot the L.
Yes, sir.
You see, TCS,
Mhm. Mhm.
Turntech, TCS, Trimantra, ABL Engineering, who mentioned Java. Okay, this is Java developer, but this guy, see, he forgot that R.
Mhm.
Swapna, who is working currently, that he forgot that L.
Mhm.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Same way, if we see, so this is another technique I'm telling you that most of the recruiter don't know. That you can search resumes with the misspelling words as well. What they
But
think, if I have a job requirement, I have to look with job words, keywords only.
Mhm.
But as a creative recruiter, your primary intention is to find a Java developer. Forget about what is there in the job requirement. You need to
Yes.
think from the candidate's point of view.
Mhm.
That what could be the possibility, what could be the matching words in that resume that I can use in order to pull that resume.
Mhm.
Are you getting my point? For Java, you are not using .NET.
Mhm.
You are using Java only. But if a Java developer resume you found, what are the possibilities that these kind of words will be written here and there? That is what your thought is. So now we have used Java developer as a both words. Let's see if someone has used Java developer. Okay, is one word. There are 477 results if you see with Java developer as a one word. You see that?
Okay, sir.
So most of the recruiter do not find this because they never write it like this way. They what they will write this Java developer. But you are creative enough, that's the reason you may write like this as well. There is no harm. The same way we're talking about project manager. Let's say PROJECT project MANAGER manager, right? How many resumes are there?
10,20,000.
Not 10 lakhs, 1 crore.
1 crore, sorry, 1 crore 20 lakhs.
1 crore 20 lakhs. MANAGER. Now we remove that A, okay? Let's see, because this is not a right word, right? This is a misspelled word. So with this, how many we have? 50,000 resumes without that MANA. They have mentioned manager. Clear? So you have to be creative enough in writing your Boolean strings by using these operators. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you will be searching resumes in job boards. So you understood right now? First thing, what? You understood the job.
Yes, sir.
Second thing, you understood what is required in the job. Now you understood how to identify keywords so that you can go and source resumes which is similar to your job. Now you learned Boolean search operators through which you can write a string that can source resumes. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So this today's task for you to work on this, and you have requirements, right? You sent me. So with this, you are going to write strings for me and send it across. You are going to write the keywords. What are the keywords according to you? Then you are going to write a string for that. Clear Boolean string. No matter how big it is, you don't worry because you are learning things. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So you have to complete your this thing as well. What is that? LinkedIn profile as well. Got it?
Sir, actually, I have a question regarding like as you wrote with inverted commas, project manager. For that, you have written instead of using with inverted commas project manager, you have written project and manage.
Start.
So, what is the difference between the first one, like with inverted quotes, project and manager, and project manage, and what is the difference between project and manage?
This one.
Yes, sir, the last two ones.
So here few, so you need to understand why I have written it. Okay, you need to understand my logic. What was my logic? My logic is to find a resume with having project and project as a first word and any of these as a second word. Correct? Like project as a first word or any of these four as a second word. That's the reason I wanted to tell the job board that this both needs to be a one word, not two words. So that is the reason I have used these codes. If I remove this, the portal will understand this is two different words.
Okay.
That's the reason I wanted to show it that no, this is not two words, this is only one word.
Okay.
By writing these codes, few portals work, few portal doesn't work.
Okay. Okay.
If it is working well and good, if it doesn't work, what you will do? We have to go back to our thing that, okay, get me if there are resumes with project and get me if there are resumes with any of these four words.
So, okay. Instead of writing the invited, we can write the code as an like project and manage also.
Yes.
Okay.
If you do not write anything also, it will take this as project and manager.
So in this case also, it will take as a project manager.
No, if there is nothing also written, it will take two different words.
Okay. Okay.
Like we have SQL Server, right? SQL Server. If you do not put this and codes, the portal will think these are two words. For example, I'll show you here. Okay. SQL Server, you see here, developer. You see this?
Yes, sir. SQL Server developer.
Okay. Now we put the enter. How many resumes came in? DEBALOPER. How many came in?
1 crore 92 lakhs.
1 crore 92 lakhs. So it's 19 lakhs, right? 19 lakhs 20,000.
Okay, right.
Now, LinkedIn understood that SQL Server developer are three different words. It started searching for SQL and show us result, server result, developer as a result. And it has shown result with SQL Server developer 3 altogether as well. So now we'll tell that no, these are not as three different words, these are only single word. Since it is now how many we have? 19 lakhs 20,000, right? Let's see how many is coming with this.
11,000.
Did you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Why have I read what is the reason of using codes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I'll show you this, that we have used SQL Server developer. We have not mentioned anything in the middle, and it has fetched how many? 19,021, correct?
Yes, sir.
If we write SQL and server and developer, let's see if anything is changed there. $19,70,000. I don't know what the hell changed in 50,000 there. Okay. And we used and it is giving much more results, but it is of no use. What we wanted is SQL Server developer as a one word. Clear? Did you get it now? $11,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So this is the reason why we have used codes here. So now you go to this requirement. Which one? Go to the second requirement. Okay. And write string for the second requirement. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And you can write second and third. Use two requirements and send me your keywords and your Boolean strings. Got it? Any questions?
No, sir. Nothing, sir.
All right. So work on your profile and share that with me. And we collect tomorrow 11 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
All right. And your duty is to by heart technologies and roles and responsibilities. By tomorrow, I will be asking questions. What is a database developer? What is database admin? What is a project manager? What is program manager? What is automation tester? This is what we are going to have a discussion tomorrow. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you understand all the roles and responsibilities.
Yes, sir.
If you do not find anything, you know you have to go to Google and find it and understand. What I say?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take care. I'm going to send the recording and I'll send this as well. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Take care, man. Bye bye.